Did you know that the way Jesus created the entire universe has a powerful hidden meaning? What if I told you that the miracle of creation, done in 7 days, was also a blueprint for transforming or creating the life you desire? In this video, I'm going to reveal the 7-step method embedded in the creation story that you can apply in your life today. You want to know how? Stay tuned. Day 1. Let there be light. Dispelling negativity. Day 1. In the beginning, God created light and separated it from the darkness. This is the first step in transforming your life, dispelling the darkness within you. I had a terrible experience, a traumatic experience with women that left me confused and scarred towards all women of the world. Hopefully, we have not all been there. But when one life experience changes your whole feeling towards something, it feels almost impossible to change. You don't want to change. That negativity is something you embrace and accept. I thought I'd never change my view or stance. So what made me? One day it became very painfully clear to me how change actually works, how Coreality works and self-awareness. I will not see a better woman until I believe in better women and give them a chance to exist. And most importantly, I dispelled all resentment I had, as it wasn't benefiting me or my life in any shape or form. This is just about mindset. Psychology tells us that acknowledging our negative emotions reduces the power over us by about 50%. Imagine cutting your stress in half simply by using knowledge that tells you or tells us that we give power to what we perceive, and stress ultimately is a choice in how we handle it. And here's something that might surprise you. Most people never bring their doubts or fears to the surface, and that's why they stay stuck. It's time to bring your darkness into the light. Embrace, forgive, or accept. But light alone isn't enough. Next, you need to build the foundation for your new life, just like God created the sky to separate the waters. Day 2, God separated the waters above from the waters below, creating the sky, your foundation. This is where you establish the boundaries and structure of your new reality. Without going into too much detail, my upbringing was a slippery slope that easily could have led to me being a statistic. No one would have blinked an eye if I, was found dead or in jail. But I had a different plan. My dreams and ambitions was way beyond my environmental expectations, that it was plain to see that my surroundings could not provide the future I wanted. Distractions, people who didn't support my visions, habits that drained my energy, so I made changes. It was hard, but it was necessary. I separated myself from all the things that were not conducive to helping me achieve my goals. Setting clear boundaries and reconstructing your environment can increase your focus by 30% and your chances of achieving one's goal by 70%, allowing you to channel your energy towards what truly matters. But here's the sad bit, and something people fail to accept and realize. If you don't consciously set your foundations, intentionally control your environment will control you. It's time to take charge. Now that you've set your foundation, what's next? It's time to cultivate your resources, just as God filled the land with life on day 3. So day 3, land and sea, plants and trees, cultivating your resources. Day 3, God revealed the dry land and made plants grow. Now you've created your foundation, it's time to cultivate your resources. When I started improving my environment, I started to learn and see how certain things in life was a liability to me and certain things were an asset. I realized I was spending way too much time on things that didn't matter. Social media, distractions, meaningless tasks. I started focusing on things that actually nurtured my goals, my personal growth, my learning, like reflection and spending time alone, structure, and my mental, physical, and spiritual health. Research shows that when you invest in your time in growth-oriented activities, your progress increases exponentially by up to about 50%. Are you watering the plants in your life or drowning in distractions? Here's a fact. Most people waste 60% of their energy on activities that don't align with their goals. What if you could reclaim that energy and put it towards the life you want? But resources alone aren't enough. To transform, you need habits, guided lights that keep you consistent. Day 4, God created the sun, moon and stars, habits that guide you, just like the sun and moon govern day and night. For me, it was daily reflection and meditation. Reflecting was more like a curse for me. As a free thinker, I couldn't turn it off. My brain never allowed me to not stop thinking. This comes with cons, like sleep and overanalyzing, but they can create something very healthy and beneficial, like traits and habits, like morning routines and detailed calculated goal settings. These habits became like my sun and moon. No matter how chaotic life got, these practices kept me centered. Science shows that creating daily habits like meditation or reflecting can improve emotional resilience by 60%. Did you know that 90% of high achievers have specific morning routines that they credit for their success? It's no coincidence. Habits guide your life. Now you've got the habits, but what about becoming the new you? On day 5, we'll talk about evolving into your new self. Day 5, living creatures. Evolving into your new self. Day 5, God created the creatures of the earth and sky. This is your evolution, the moment where you embody your new mindset. Most huge changes from oneself in life comes from results, achievements, new unexpected or unpredictable things appear. A change in oneself usually is obvious by the change in things around you. New introduction to things, creatures, people, earth, environment, and sky. I remember when I realized and learned that there was no benefit to living life realistically by what you and everyone else currently see, but instead by what you aspire to be. I remember telling everyone I was an actor before I was actually an actor, and them words and that mindset and thought started to shape my reality. That's when my luck started to really change. The world bent to my will. I became relentless, driven by purpose. That's when I realized I had evolved. So the morals of my story is, don't think you are, know you are. Be what you want to be. Live in that future presence. Live in that future version of yourself. What would the future version of yourself do in every instance? Make your choices based on the better version of yourself, not the current version of yourself. When you evolve into your new self, your self-confidence skyrockets. And research shows that self-confident people are 31% more productive and 33% more likely to achieve their goals. But like everything in this world, you can't do everything alone. You need a tribe. People who will support and grow with you, that help you grow via learning, by challenging you and making mistakes. So, day 6, land, animals and humans, building your tribe. Day 6, God created land animals and humans, giving them dominion over the earth. This is where you build your tribe. It's not enough to walk this path alone. You need the right people around you to grow. Now, I can't stress this point enough. There was something magical about the external world, the tools that our senses interact with and how they can either lift you or pull you down. Mentorship, I honestly believe, is a life necessity. It's the fundamental proof that you're climbing the ladder of a chosen field or dream, seeing, reaching, and obtaining your potential. Having someone in touching distance who has experienced, succeeded, or even failed in your field is a potent learning opportunity that you cannot underestimate. Your tribe is a collection of people who add worth and validity to your growth. When I started my journey, I quickly realized I was going to need help, and once I found a mentor, the benefits were clear as looking at everyone who didn't have mentors. My growth accelerated when I found my tribe, people who shared my vision and pushed me to be better. Did you know that people with strong support systems are 50% more likely to achieve their goals? Your tribe don't just share valuable insights, they hold you accountable, and together you build each other up. Here's the reality. If you don't surround yourself with people who support your growth, you'll stay stagnant. Negative influences can hold you back just as much as negative thoughts. So, choose your tribe wisely. Or as you might say today, choose your circle wisely. But even with the right tribe, transformation isn't complete without the final steps, rest and evaluation. Let's move on to day 7 and see how crucial rest is to your journey. Day 7, rest and reflection. Reset, reflect, and celebrate. day 7, God rested and made the day holy. In the same way rest and reflection are essential to your growth, you cannot transform without taking time to reset and reflect. For a long time I believed that constant work, hard work, was the key to success. But I learned the hard way that burnout doesn't lead to growth, that one can work smarter, not harder. The moment I started taking breaks to reflect, everything changed. I saw how the energy required to work hard and longer went into formulating a way to work sufficiently or smart and get better results in the long run. It started to show how far I'd come, and it gave me even more energy to keep going. Research shows that people who regularly take time to rest and reflect are 35% more likely to stay consistent in their goals. Rest is a part of the process. It's not a break from growth. It's what makes growth sustainable. Here's something to think about. Without rest, you risk losing the progress you've made. Burnout can derail everything, so don't skip the steps. Your transformation needs time to solidify. Remember that. Now that you've followed Jesus' 7 steps, you're ready to create a life that aligns with your true purpose. But this is only the beginning. The real challenge is maintaining these habits for the long term. Jesus' creation of the world wasn't just a divine act, it was a blueprint for how we can transform our lives. Each day of creation represents a step we can follow to change our reality. By following these 7 steps, you now have the tools to let go of what no longer serves you. Set a strong foundation, create lasting habits, and become the best version of yourself. For me, following these 7 steps has been a game changer. It's not just about following a process, but about aligning my actions with a greater purpose. These steps help me build a life of intentionality, one where I'm constantly growing, evolving, and staying connected to my core reality, Coreality. Making it this far into the video shows much about your character and mindset, what kind of person you are and what you're aiming for. So this is a gift for those who are still here. Like most things in life, we usually know what we need to do, and there are so many distractions that it's almost impossible to be consistent. So in the next video, I'm going to show you how to make these 7 steps a permanent part of your life. Don't miss it. Subscribe and stay tuned. I'll see you in the next video.